Welcome to Horse. Today we'll learn all about managing multiple currencies with Horse. Your Shopify store has a default currency which Horse automatically uses. If you have multiple Shopify stores connected to Horse, and if those stores use different currencies, then you can choose between any of your store's currencies. To change Horse's currency, simply go to Horse's settings page and choose between the available options. When creating a purchase order, Horse will always default to your Horse account's currency. But you have the option of choosing a different currency. This is useful if you are buying from a vendor that bills you in a currency different from that of your store. Click on the currency drop-down menu to change the currency that your purchase order will use. Select the one that your vendor deals in, and then make sure to save it. Horse uses the variant costs you have set in Shopify. If you work with multiple suppliers who charge different amounts for the same product, you will likely want to use Horse's suppliers feature. This allows you to assign the specific costs from each supplier directly to your variants. See our video on suppliers for more. Now that you have changed your purchase order's currency, whenever you add variants to your purchase order, you will notice that the cost of those variants will be converted from your store's currency to the currency that you have selected for your purchase order. Horse will use the current day's exchange rates. After you have placed your purchase order and after you have finished receiving the variants from your purchase order, you're ready to close your purchase order. When you close a purchase order, Horse will then give you the option to sync your purchase order costs back to Shopify. If you choose to sync your purchase order's costs to Shopify, Horse will automatically convert the currency from your purchase order to whichever currency your Shopify store uses. Horse will use the current day's exchange rates. There are a few options that change how Horse syncs your purchase order costs back to Shopify. You can find those options on Horse's settings page. The first setting is whether you would like Horse to always ask you whether or not to sync your purchase order costs back to Shopify. The second option can be a bit complicated. Horse has two ways to calculate your new costs. The first and default option is that Horse should simply use the costs from your purchase order and sync those costs to Shopify. Easy enough. But it's the second method where things get complicated. With weighted average cost syncing, Horse will look at how much inventory you had before receiving your purchase order and how much inventory you are receiving with your purchase order. It will intelligently combine the cost of your old inventory and the cost from your new inventory. If you would like to dig into the math, you can see the formula here. The final option is whether Horse should include your purchase order's costs adjustments like shipping, duties, and taxes. If enabled, then Horse will divide the purchase order's cost adjustments evenly between all of your purchase order's pieces of inventory. And that's it. Hopefully this gives you a complete picture of how you can manage currencies and variant costs with Horse.